It's week 8 of the Road to 100 interviews.
You guys, guess who I get to meet today? Thomas Rhett. That looks like hummus, but
I have my fanny packs. These have definitely been a favorite. This one has the little mushroom roller skaters on it, and it says "Enjoy the trip" up at the top. I love these. These are so great. These are perfect for going to music festivals and concerts.
This is a picture that I took of Thomas in 2019. When I was the CCMA Ultimate Fan in 2021, Thomas was one of the performers, but he wasn't able to be there because of COVID, and they kept changing the schedule of when I was going to go out and present the award to Brett Kissel. They changed it so many times, but at one point, before I went out, they had the pre-recorded performance that Thomas did of Country Again, and people joked about it like, oh, he opened for you, you closed for Thomas Rhett. And I got the meet and greet because I signed up for his home team, which is his fan club, and it still looks like hummus there, Thomas. I'm back in the old chair temporarily because something is wrong with the footrest still, and so it's actually to the point where it's hurting me, so that's no good, and I don't know when they're coming to fix that. And I think my chair just wanted to come meet Thomas Rhett. So I was watching an interview with Ashton Kutcher the other day, and someone asked if he liked country music, and he said he actually loved country music, and then one of his favorite artists was Thomas Rhett, and I was like, same! And then he gave out his phone number, which is not probably his real phone number, but it's through a website called Community, which I've used before for other artists, like Hunter Hayes and Brad Paisley. It's like signing up for like a newsletter, but they text it to you. So I thought we should try it and send him questions. I'll just show you, in case you don't believe it's Ashton Kutcher. There's a video on my phone. Hello.
I will try to reply as often as I can, but realistically, I'm not going to be able to reply to everything.
In 2014, I wrote an article for Ashton's website, which was aplus.com, and the website is still around, but the article that I wrote is not, and it was called 30 Things People with Physical Disabilities Understand, which I think they eventually changed the title a little bit, but it was basically one of those list articles that used to be very popular, and I put like photos from my childhood with it, and I think people like cute children and pictures of cats, so it took off, and it got like 10,000 views like right away. I got an email from Ashton Kutcher's website. They want to edit the article with me and put it on like their main website. So this is probably like one of the biggest things to ever happen. I'm doing interview 86 today with Carlos from ET Canada or YTV, depending where you get your entertainment from, and I'm really excited. I didn't think he would reply. I was on Instagram yesterday, and I don't usually get a lot of messages on there, and I had this message, and I was like, oh, who's writing to me now? And then I looked at it, it was Carlos, and he's like, can you do it tomorrow at 2? And I was like, okay. Also on my list this week are Chris and Martin Kratt, the Kratt brothers from Zamufu, Wild Kratts, and all the way back to Kratt's Creatures. So I sent them my questions, and I got 2 different emails, one saying that it went through, and one saying that it couldn't be sent to them. So I don't know if it worked or not. So maybe if you're watching this on Instagram, you can tag the Kratt Brothers or Wild Kratts TV, and they'll see this, and we'll figure out a better way to get in touch with them. The last person on my list is Neil Buchanan from Art Attack, and I feel like hands down, Neil was better than the art teacher that I had all throughout public school. If she's watching this, no offense, but Neil never made me cry while working on an art project, so we'll just leave it at that. And I've been doing a lot of painting too. Here, I'll show you. This is not a work of art, but I like it. It's a wet nap.
Yeah, awesome. That's great. Well, I think it's so great. Anytime someone is basically like reaching out or being like they're making something, like you're making something. You're on the pathway towards whatever goal you've got with this. But like, I think it's cool that you're actually doing it, and because a lot of people want to, but then they don't do what you're doing, which is kind of just essentially like doing a cold call, being like, hey, taking a chance. What do you lose by messaging someone, right?